good to go? Again, we'll go over, my name is Norris Porter. I'm Director of Development for the McLean County Museum of History. Carolyn Yaki, our board chair, is with us this morning, and she's going to help me with the reveal. But welcome to the McLean County Museum of History. And I again want to lift up the fact that this program is being live streamed, with a special thank you to our live stream sponsor, WGLT, Bloomington Normal's public media, part of the NPR network. Our mission at the museum is to preserve, educate, and collaborate in sharing the diverse stories of the people of McLean County. We are honored and thrilled to announce the 2024 class of the History Makers, all of whom perfectly embody the sense of community. Each year, the History Makers Gala recognizes longstanding residents whose outstanding, lifelong contributions of time and talents have helped to make McLean County a better place to live. This year, we are honoring a truly remarkable group of history makers who all have in common lifting up our community and those in need. Leaders in labor, dining and entertainment, education, and human resources. Those with historic service to the LGBTQ community, transformation of the local labor movement, and relations with government, the chamber, and the EDC, women of distinction, Hall of Fame members, past chamber presidents, master gardeners, employees of the year, and IPCF philanthropists of the year. I am honored again to introduce Carolyn Yaki, Museum Board President and the chairperson of our History Makers Gala, who will help me in introducing our 2024 History Makers. This year we have two couples, two individuals, that we will honor again on the evening of Tuesday, June 18th at the Brown Ballroom on the campus of Illinois State University. And now for the reveal.
Our first couple that we are going to reveal grew up in Chicago's Logan Square, where Bob's dad operated a grocery store, Edmunds, and Julie's dad drove a CTA bus. I'm sure you've recognized that this is Bob and Julie Dobsky. Julie's aunt worked at Edmunds, and soon Bob and Julie were acquainted, engaged in 1973, and married a year later. Family connections led to Bob and Julie opening the first McDonald's in Farmington, Missouri. In 1989, McDonald's beckoned Julie and Bob to Bloomington Normal to manage the restaurants here, enlarging our local franchise to 11 locations. The community involvement they practiced in Farmington proceeded at warp speed in McLean County. In 2004, Julie launched Little Jewel's Learning Center. In 2017, they would sell their McDonald's restaurants, and Bob would launch Rob Dobbs in 2019, offering a taste of Chicago in Bloomington Normal. Their community recognition reflects their service-first approach. 2013 IPCF Philanthropists of the Year, Chamber Legacy Award winners. Julie has also been honored as a YWCA Woman of Distinction, the Chamber's Athena Award, the ISU College of Business Hall of Fame, and with an honorary doctorate at ISU. Their home was expanded to accommodate a party room for more social space where they host community events, fundraisers, and even weddings for special friends. With their work ethic and community appreciation, they did more than create businesses. They enriched McLean County. We've been blessed, we've been lucky. I like to think we made a difference, states Julie. And Bob adds, it's the people. You empower the people around you to do more. Make everybody successful and support them. We honor Bob and Julie.
Number two, Barb and Bob Hathaway's kind and giving spirits enrich our community through social justice activism, religious faith, educational uplift, and musical talent. Centered at First United Methodist Church in Normal, the two active congregants are always ready volunteers. Community for Social Action, Habitat for Humanity, the Drug Court, Witness for Peace, Boy Scouts, PATH, and Mulberry School all benefited from their efforts. Peoria was their hometown, but they came to Normal when Bob joined the Illinois State University mathematics faculty in 1966. And there's a wonderful picture of him in the pantograph from 1966 when that happened, with the haircut and the whole bit. It was wonderful. Barb worked at Mennonite Hospital and Diamond Star Motors Assessment Center. She was Mennonite Hospital's final Employee of the Year when it closed in 1988. Bob was winner of the Martin Luther King Award, which led to his being a member of the Normal Human Relations Commission for 10 years, 4 as chair. Both love nature, and Bob is a master gardener with over 80 local habitat homes that have been graced with his landscaping skills. The two were part of the parents who collaborated to start Mulberry School. With a deep passion and compassion for humanity and ever willing to volunteer, they enrich not only McLean County, but the world. And we're happy to announce Barb and Bob Hathaway. And we have more wonderful pictures of all these honorees that we'll share the night of the event. But let's give them a round of applause.
She is mama to many searching souls looking for a safe haven. Yes, our next honoree is Jan Lancaster, who has operated the Bistro, Bloomington LGBTQ plus friendly bar since 1993. Those who needed a ready ear, support, and kindness found in a bar more than a business. It has been a community outpost that welcomes all in a supportive environment. Jan grew up in Normal, a former partner in Lancaster's, a downtown Bloomington fine dining establishment. Her advice to anyone hoping to open a business is keep your day job. Today's Prairie Pride Coalition was originally the Advocacy Council for Human Rights, initiated by Lancaster, David Bentlin, and others to lobby for equality. Jan started downtown Bloomington's Pride Fest in 2018, missing 1 year for COVID. It has become a premier downtown activity, now attracting over 8,000 people annually. She is a continual advocate for Bloomington, having served on the Human Relations Commission, Uniquely Bloomington, and the Public Safety and Community Safety Board. She is a past president of the Downtown Bloomington Association and also helped organize the Bar Owners Association. Jan Lancaster was recognized as a woman of distinction and as the 2002 Jean Anderson Award recipient. Dave Bentlin states her service to and presence in the LGBTQ plus community is historic, important, and irreplaceable. We welcome Jan.
Okay, our final 2024 honoree. Humble service to his community marks John Penn's commitment to his union, his community, and his nation. Bloomington-born, John is the inaugural second-generation history maker. His father, Paul, was among the original 2012 honorees. John credits his father and his World War II veteran contemporaries, the greatest generation, for their guidance and examples. At age 18, John joined the Air Force, serving in Korea, Vietnam, Okinawa, and while in the U.S., he married Mary, his Bloomington high school sweetheart, in February of 1967. John assumed union leadership, becoming Labor's 362's business manager at age 25. The local labor movement was transformed by John's efforts. Whenever a community project arose, John marshaled the membership for donated labor. Labor was cautious toward political involvement, but John realized political voice was critical. He began to look at community boards, and laborers began serving. In 2008, he was appointed and then reelected 3 times as LiUNA Vice President and appointed Midwest Region Manager, overseeing local unions in 10 states. Having served the union for 49 years, he retired in 2003. At that time, John was the 3rd person honored as the Panagraph's Person of the Year. In 2022, he was inducted into the Illinois Labor History Society's Union Hall of Honor. His responsible leadership means always stepping up, contributing to community building to ensure a viable and vibrant Central Illinois. A round of applause. I'm going to close out with some comments, but all of our history makers for 2024 are with us today, if you haven't figured that out already. Everybody raise your hand where you could be identified, right? They're all here so the press can ask questions and talk afterwards. But I want to highlight that tickets for the 2024 History Makers Gala actually will go on sale immediately following this. So they can be purchased in person at the museum's welcome desk or online. And there they are, all of them. June 18th, bit.ly/HMGala24 to get to the tickets, or you can just go to mchistory.org and it's accessible from our menus. And at some point we'll have a slider on the main page that you can just click on. Tickets are $100 for the general public and $75 for museum members. Proceeds support the museum's free and subsidized educational programs in the community. Half-table sponsorships are $750 for 4 people, 4 seats, and full tables of 8 begin at $1,500. Thank you so much for coming today and joining us on the live stream. Purchase your tickets. This is a great group. We're going to have a great party, and they all know how to party. That will come out in their full bios the night of the event, but they all know how to entertain and have a good time. So let's give one more round of applause for our 2024 History Makers. And actually, I didn't plan this, but I'm going to ask them all to come up front so they can be on the live stream. So if my History Makers for 2024 will all come up in the front, have them stand right here, Tori, or right here in front of the screen. I can probably, there. They'll get it. Clay will get it. Jan is up here. I thought she was hiding, but there she is. She's here. We'll get a group photo here. We got several people with cameras, but our 2024 class of History Makers. A round of applause again. And thank you to everyone for coming.